Happy spring, everyone. Today is Thursday, March 26th, and this is your first video inventory of the season. I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of the nursery to show you what is in stock when we open this Saturday. So we have a really nice selection of thornless blackberries, mostly in quart pots, a few gallons, Cotto, Sweet Arc Ponca, Natchez just in the gallon pots, and Triple Crown. Lots and lots of elderberries this year. We have Wildwood, Marge, Bob Gordon, and Ranch, mostly in quart pots, but a few gallon pots of those as well, and maybe one or two 2-gallon pots here or there. Honeyberries, we will be getting in a few new varieties of honeyberries, but this is what we have at the moment. They all got a little bit frosted a couple weeks ago, but they're starting to come out of that. Check 17 and Pollinator, Svetlana, and Indigo Treat. I think that's it. Blueberries over here. Polaris, St. Cloud, Blue Crop, Blue Ray, Aurora, Patriot, Hannah's Choice, and then Goomies. We do have a lot of nice Sweet Scarlet Goomie clones. So those are a tier 2 plant, so the same pricing as our grafted stuff, but then we also have seedlings that are just tier 1, seedlings of Sweet Scarlet and some seedlings of Carmine. Phillips High Bush Cranberry in gallons and quarts. Just one Autumn Brilliant Service Berry left, but we should be getting in a few more service berries. Mackenzie, these are the Aronia or black chokeberry. Mackenzie, Nero, Viking, and that's it. Mackenzie, Nero, and Viking in all 3 sizes, and more quarts of those. All right, the Trifoliate Orange, Flying Dragon Trifoliate Orange, we still have in quarts, and I believe there's some little 3-inch pots somewhere. We are still getting everything organized, and not everything is out here on the tables quite yet. Kentucky Coffee Tree we have in the 2-gallon pots, and a few 1-gallon, one black locust there. Some red bud seedlings in quarts and gallons, 1 2-gallon pot of that there. Some nice heart nuts in larger quart pots. Just a few wild northern pecans. Lots of chestnuts still. These are mostly Chinese type chestnuts. There are a few American European crosses. Oh, it looks like we have a few Kanza pecan seedlings there. More chestnuts. Hazelnuts, the native eastern hazelnut in quart pots, and a few gallons of those, and a few quart pots of hybrid hazelnuts. Down here, our conventional fruit trees. We have lots of peaches, Reliance, both on a door fruit stock and a semi-door fruit stock. Raritan Rose, Harrow Diamond, same way. Madison, both on dwarf and semi-dwarf. Some nice wild white peach seedlings. Lots of nice almonds this year, both on the dwarf fruit stock and the semi-dwarf. That's that Javid's Hardy Iranian almond. A few pears here in the gallon size pots, but most of them are in 2 gallons this year. These are all shinseki. A few cherries, mostly North Star, and then some bush cherries. There is one Korean giant pear in a gallon pot too. Oh, some nice flowering quince. You can see that Toyo Nishiki is a really pretty one. They're in gallon pots and quart pots. We also have a couple other flowering quinces, cameo and an old-fashioned red. Persimmons are not quite ready to go yet. I know everyone wants to see the persimmons. Most of those are in the greenhouse still. Around here on this side, we have a few blackthorn here in gallon pots, one methley plum, lots and lots of apples, and these are not really organized yet. Arkansas black, Geneva crab, Williams pride, Enterprise, pristine, red free. Oh, and most of these are on semi-dwarf rootstock. We do have a decent number of bud 9 dwarf rootstock of some of the varieties. I'm not going to go over all of them because some of them are elsewhere and it's kind of confusing. Molly's Delicious and lots of Liberty. That's one of our favorites. All right, down here, the pears. We have a ton of 2-gallon pears this year. Sunrise, Red Claps, Honey Sweet, lots of Honey Sweet, Korean Giant. That's one of our favorites. Bosque, Shenandoah, more Shenandoah, more Potomac, Harrow Sweet, Kefir, and then a few peaches in the larger pots. Reliance and Raritan Rose, I think, are the only 2 varieties we have in that size. One wild plum down there in a nice 4-gallon pot. A cornelian cherry is just done blooming right there. I don't think that one is a named variety. Can't see no, that one's just a seedling, but we do have some grafted cornelian cherry available this year. What else do we have down here? A couple medlar, royal medlar, some willows, some bamboo, some nice ginkgos, Salem Lady female ginkgo, jade butterfly male ginkgo, a good number of gold spire male ginkgos, another jade butterfly and tubifolia male ginkgos, a few apples in the 2-gallon pots, Red Free, and Molly's Delicious. And the water table here, things are just starting to come up. We have a few of the pink water lilies coming up there. I can see just some sprouts of the American white water lily coming up. The American lotus is not up yet, but hopefully we'll see some of that soon. The corkscrew rush. We've got some sweet flag, the variegated sweet flag, as well as regular sweet flag. Some soft brush coming up there. Still waiting to see some of these other things. The soft stem bulrush is looking really nice. The pink spiderwort is looking really nice. And there's also a blue spiderwort that got misplaced on the herb table. Some sochan, or cutleaf coneflower. We've got tons of that because I love that as a spring green. Some glade mallow, lots of nice swamp milkweed, some scarlet rose mallow, and lots of obedient plant. A few marshmallows coming up there. Alright, the pawpaw table. Of course, we have lots of nice little seedlings of improved varieties in the little 3-inch pots there, as well as some quart pots of seedlings, and then grafted pawpaws. I haven't gotten these organized yet, but I'll go over the names that I see offhand here. Atwood, Chappelle, lots of Atwood, Tropical Treat, D.C. Norma, Overlease, Alhorn White, Halvin Sidewinder, Pina Colada, 275-48 LD, Sunsprout, IXL, and I'm sure there are a few other varieties in there once we get things organized that we'll be able to pull out for you. Lots of nice grafted mulberry cultivars, Collier, Illinois everbearing, some nice Girardi dwarf finally. Now the Girardi dwarf is a tier 3 tree because they have been a lot harder to graft than the others. The others are just normal grafted tree prices, tier 2. And some of our native red mulberry as well. Viola's lavender, more Illinois everbearing. Some Virginia bluebells blooming there. They're really pretty. Those belong up on the herb table, but for some reason they're down here. Still getting things organized. Lots of nice black currants. They got frosted with that freeze, what was it, a week and a half ago now maybe, but they're all coming out of that nicely. Nancy May, Lewis R, Tybin. We have all varieties, I believe, in the 2-gallon and 1-gallon pots, and just Lewis R and our unnamed black currant in the quart pots. All right, yellow groove bamboo, our native river cane bamboo, some willows, greel, dappled willow, orange basket willow, some nice flowering dogwood, 1 2-gallon pot of that, and lots of gallon pots, and some quart size. The red osier dogwood, silky dogwood are 2 other native dogwoods we carry. And then of the Asian dogwoods, we have Cornus cusa and cornelian cherries. And we have some nice grafted cultivars of those this year that will be tier 3 plants. Pioneer, Safer, Red Dawn, Kazanlak. Those are the cornelian cherry varieties. And then of the Cornus cusa, we have Julian and Big Apple. All right, the Che, we have 1 male Che, Chulri and California Dreaming. And then mostly what we have are the seedless Che, which is what I recommend for most people. But we do have some of the other interesting varieties for adventurous folks. And then grapes, we have Darlene, a few muscadines. Darlene's a muscadine. It's Sweet Jenny, Janet, and we have more of the muscadines and some other grapes in the greenhouse that are not quite ready to come out yet. Of the bunch grapes, we have Arundel, Concord, Himrod, Einset, Ives, Tomcord. So Concord is Concord, and then Tomcord is like a seedless version of that. Einset, Ives, NYGR7, Vanessa, and Lots of nice skirt in quarts and some gallons. The ground nuts are just starting to come up. We have mostly LSU ground nut, but a couple wild ground nuts in gallon pots there. Sunchokes, Nora, Supernova, and Smooth Red. Lots more LSU ground nut in the quart pots there. One larger Summit Muscadine and more Darlene. The hardy kiwis, we have Geneva 3 female and 55 female kiwis. Those are all in gallon pots. We do have a bunch of quart pot kiwis that are in the greenhouse, not quite ready to come out in the weather yet. Male kiwis in the 2-gallon pots there. Both the unnamed male, I believe from Edible Landscaping originally, and Oppet's male kiwi, which is a later flowering variety. Our native coral honeysuckle in quart pots. That's already trying to bloom there. Some pretty stuff. Seedlings of Eastern Prince magnolia vine, a couple orange trumpet vines, some more ginkgos here in the gallon-sized pots, gold spire mostly, I believe. And then here we're at the herb table. Some blue cohosh, black cohosh, May apples coming up nicely there. The celandine poppies, our native dwarf crested iris. There's one little Solomon seal coming up there. Some nice ostrich ferns, some golden seal, more smooth Solomon seal coming up. Sensitive ferns not quite up yet. The bellworts are just starting to come up. More golden seals not up yet. Oh, here's that blue spiderwort. And then woodland stonecrop. It's looking really nice, getting ready to flower there. The swamp milkweed is just starting to come up. Same with the asters and hyssop. There's some clove-scented dianthus. A couple plants of rue. Some gray catmint. Catnip. Himalayan silvermint. Wild bergamot. Arum gold creeping oregano, some compact oregano, and Zorba red oregano. The topaz St. John's wort is just starting to leaf out there. Lots of nice yuccas in quart pots and gallon pots. Our ornamental clovers are starting to come up. There's some, what is that? Oh, that's more of the wild bergamot. And Virginia mountain mint, wild yarrow, little gold star, black-eyed Susans, lots of nice little field pussy toes there, and the pollinators are just loving these blooming field pussy toes right now. I think it's the only really good stuff to eat around here right now. Sweetgrass, more sochan, some Chinese leaf celery, big leaf mountain mint, more sochan. One little dwarf baptisia starting to come up there. The others aren't up yet. Some sedum, just random sedum, black cohosh, a cutleaf tansy, some perennial sorrel, wild ginger, I know this is marked, this one's marked Evergreen Wild Ginger. That's what it was sold to us as, but it was not evergreen this year, so I guess probably it was mislabeled, which I really apologize for. Purple flowering raspberry in gallon pots. A lot of nice American beautyberry in both quarts and gallons. We have some ginseng that's not up yet, so hopefully we'll see that. Virginia witch hazel as well as the vernal witch hazel. Lots of nice ramps, some little tiny guys in the 3-inch pots, and then a decent number of quart-size ramps. Alright, and then here in the greenhouse we have a bunch of stuff that is too tender to go out since it was in this greenhouse all winter and leafed out too far. But we've got some nice muscadines, a lot of nice persimmons back there that you can't have yet. You have to wait. Lots of nice kiwis. A lot of these are cuttings from last year that are still needing to be potted up before they're ready or available for sale. But we have a ton of hardy figs back here, including Abu George. A lot of larger figs. And I am pretty sure that there are some carmine gummies back here somewhere that need to be potted up. Pink fountains and salmadeer, pink bush clover. Oh, lots of nice Georgia 866 jujubes that are on their own roots. And some other jujubes as well. Oh yeah, they're the carmine gummies. They're definitely not ready for sale yet, but we'll have those by May, hopefully. Oh, some hardy prickly pads. Prickly pear, I mean. And lots of maypops that are essentially ready to go, but they're not, but they're frost tender. They're normally not up yet outside. So yeah, hopefully we will see you on Saturday.